She was never a general. She never signed a declaration. But when the world around her burned, Ursula Marchbanks Dean held the line. This is her story. Ursula was born around 1728 in the sun-dappled clearings of Amelia County, Virginia, where the Appomattox River wound through thick stands of oak and pine. She carried the quiet fire of a father banished from Scotland after the failed rising at Preston. Her father, George, had been a rebel. By the time she was 12, he was gone. Left with her mother and a house full of siblings, she learned early what it meant to endure, spinning flax, churning butter, and surviving on grit and the land. Ursula married Charles Dean around 1753. He was a tobacco farmer from Henrico County. Together they moved south, chasing better soil and a new beginning. By the 1760s, they had settled in what would become Guilford County, North Carolina. Children came quickly, war would come faster. The revolution consumed Ursula's world like a relentless storm. Her husband and sons served in the Guilford County militia. One son was captured by Loyalists and spent 2 years confined on a British prison ship, among the most dreaded places a patriot could be held. Another son fell in a partisan skirmish. British invasions in 1780 and 1781 unleashed foraging armies that burned farms, seized livestock, and spread guerrilla terror. In March 1781, the Battle of Guilford Courthouse raged just miles from her door. She could hear the cannons and watch the smoke drift across the hills. While armies foraged, burned, and took what they wanted, Ursula held the household together through shortages, disease, and fear. She was the quiet center that refused to break. Peace finally came, but it came with loss. She lost her 20-year-old son Job in
Rest
1785,
now,
who
my
was
love.
carried away by the lingering toll of the revolution. His death was followed by her husband's in 1798. Widowed in her 60s, she sold the family land and moved to Spartanburg to live with her son Joel. She lived into her 90s, still weaving cloth, still tending the garden, still telling the old stories of Scottish exiles and Virginia fields. Ursula vanished from the records after 1830. From a fatherless girl in Amelia County to a matriarch in Carolina, Ursula's life was a testament to quiet endurance. She nurtured her children through wars and migrations. Her Scottish heritage, passed down from a banished rebel, lived on in her descendants who carried the westward flame into America's unfolding story. Hers is not the story of famous men who signed the papers. It is the story of the women who kept the fires burning while the nation was being born. Ursula's full story, and the stories of many other ordinary patriots, lives inside my book, Land Where My Fathers Died: Untold Stories of My Father's Patriot Ancestors. If you believe the quiet ones also shaped America, subscribe and walk this road with me.